Hello, lovely people. Welcome once again to the Niceroy 101 channel. It's been a minute, right? Okay. All right. If you are new here, hey, hello. How are you? My name is Bernice from niceroy.com and niceroyonline.etsy.com. Today we are sewing a very cute girl's dress and a hair bow to match. So um all you need is a yard or less of fabric. So this is a yard of fabric that we are going to use. This is our tailor's chalk, measurement tape, glue gun that we are going to use for the hair bow, and an alligator clip that we are going to use, and our scissors, of course. If you don't have a glue gun, you can use a regular glue to do it, and that will be fine. So going on straight to the point, the measurement I'm using is for my 3-year-old, and her bust is 28 inches, and the length I'm using is 25 inches. So that should be fine. So if you have a kid that you are going to sew this dress for, you take around the chest measurement and the length, your preferred length, to the knee or below the knee, above the knee, wherever you like. You can take that measurement. So remember, it's around the chest. That's the bust measurement, and the length of the dress, how any length that you prefer. Okay, so later I'll be doing the hair bow. I'll show you the hair bow measurements. Okay, so I just go ahead, and I always like to cut from the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to cut the length according to the length of the dress, my preferred length. So this dress is going to have strings to tie on the shoulder, so you don't forget to remove the inches that the straps on the shoulder will cover. That will be about 3 inches. So um as you sew along, you remember what you can do is to cut exactly the 25 inches. So as you sew and take all the allowances off, the 3 inches will take care of itself, and it will be taken out. So let's go ahead and see how it's going to come along. Okay, so what I'm doing now is to I'm folding salvage to salvage, and I'm going to cut 2 inches of which I'm going to use to make the straps that will be used to make the let me the strings to tie on the shoulder. That's the sleeve of the dress. So I'm going to cut 2 inches. Okay, so I have this down now. Her bust is 28. I'm adding extra 8 inches because the dress is not a fitted dress. It's a loose dress, so that she can be very free in it. Okay, so half of 28 is 14, and half of 8 is 4. So I'm measuring 18 from this. Okay, so this is the length of the dress, that is 25 inches, and this is the width, that is the 18 inches. This is 2 pieces of that, so right sides together. So what I'm going to do now is to fold it like this. Fold it in. This is going to be the top part of the dress. So I'm going to create the armhole, what I'll do is to fold this 1 inch. I'll fold it 1 inch. Then I'll measure as it is now. I'll measure 3 inches down here. Then I'll measure 2.5 inches here. So the 3 inches will be here. What I'll do is to create a curve to join the 2 points. So afterwards, as it is folded down 1 inch down, I'll cut to create the armhole. I did it like this so that when you fold, it will take the same shape. If I had cut straight, this would have been here like this. I didn't want it like that, so when I fold, I'll still have it lining up exactly. So I've gone ahead and after cutting, I've used a serger to clean all the edges up. So what I'm about to do is to just fold this to the wrong side, the armhole. I'm going to do this for all the armholes. I'll fold it in and I'm going to stitch it. I'll do it to all the 4 sides of the armholes. So that is what I'm about to do. So you take it to the sewing machine, you fold it to the wrong side. You can either stitch from the wrong or the right side, whichever way that is okay for you. Make sure that you are folding it towards the wrong side of the fabric. And remember, you can use any fabric to make this dress. You just use a fabric of your choice. If you are using a straight fabric, remember to use a zigzag stitch to stitch so that you can have a clean and a nice stitch, and when it stretches there wouldn't be any breakages in the stitches. So what I'm about to do, I'm going to the sewing machine, I'm going to fold all the armholes, 4 armholes, to the wrong side, and I'm going to stitch on it. Okay, so after doing the stitch on the armholes, now you're going to fold this down 1 inch like you did before you cut, or like I did before cutting. Then because I have serged this part, I can go ahead and do a straight stitch here. I'll do the same to the other side. But if you don't have a serger, what you do is you do 1/8 fold, then you fold it again to have a smooth look, then you can stitch on it. Okay, I'm done sewing the top. I folded it 1 inch, and so what I'm going to do now is to sew from the armpit hole, the armhole. I'm going to sew from the armhole all the way down on this side, and from the armhole all the way down on the other side. When I'm done with that, I will take the strap. This is about 44 inches. The strap that I cut, I'll cut away the selvage, or you can fold the selvage into the wrong side. Then you fold it, you fold the side in, you fold the other side in, you fold it like this, then you follow that same pattern and stitch it all the way to the other end. Okay, so now I'm done stitching both sides and I've made the strap. So I'm going to turn this one inside out. Okay. Let me use my ruler to straighten the sides. Okay, so this is it. What I'm going to do is to use the bodkin to feed the strap through the hole created here. So you feed it through the front, and from here you go to the other side right here and you feed it through there too. Okay, take off your bodkin. Now hold these two edges together and find the center. So let me put a small mark here to show me that is the center. Okay. Now this is adjustable, so when you put it on the child, you can adjust it to your preference. So our dress is almost done. So this is how it's going to look like. Then when you put it on her, okay, then you tie the side. Okay, let me just do it like this. Okay, so now we are going to clean the bottom. Let's check on the length. So if this is okay, let's see. Okay, so roughly we are left with 1 inch down here, so we are just going to fold that 1 inch in. So you are going to fold it in 1 inch. So you can also do half and half and sew to clear the 1 inch so that we get 25 inches. If you have a serger, you can go ahead and serge all around. You fold 1 inch, then you sew. So what I'm going to do is to go and serge. Since I have the serger, I'll just serge and fold it 1 inch and sew all around the bottom. Now the dress is done. The bottom has been sewed neatly and everything is set. So we can now move on. This is how it looks like. Very clean. And let me put in this. If you want this to be just a top, when you are doing the initial cutting, you measure your child how long you want the top to be, so it wouldn't be a long dress. If you want it long all the way to the floor, you measure it like that. So if you wouldn't want it to be a dress and just a top, you can make it a top. When you are measuring, you just measure to the length that you prefer for your child. So that is it. The dress is done, nice and clean. Then so now we are going to do the hair bow. So let's fold this and put it out of the way. So your hair bow, you need 9 inches by 8 inches. What I'm going to do is to fold it and I'm going to sew along the 9 inches. So I'll take it to a sewing machine and sew along to the 9 inches. Remember to put the right size together. Okay, so I've sewn it as I said, but you also need a 3 by 3 inches, and this is what you are going to use to put the center of the bow together. So let's put this aside for the meantime. So after sewing it, what you do before is on the direct opposite side, you create a notch, and you create a notch here too. Then you turn it inside out. Now where the stitch line is, we are taking that side to be the wrong side, and where there is no stitch line is going to be the right side. We are going to line the notches we created with the stitch line on this side and the other side. We are going to put the right sides together, so the stitch line will be out. So you make sure the stitch line and this notch, the other notch and this stitch line are all in line to make sure everything is in the center. Then we take it to the sewing machine and sew on the edge here. Now after sewing, this is how it's going to look like. Now I'm going to press it so it will demarcate the center line on this one for me. Then I will turn it inside out. So where the line was created, I make sure that it lines up with the stitch line. I now have my needle ready, so I'll just go ahead. Sometimes you can just fold it and use your thread to tie it. I just want to use a needle so that it will secure it really well for me. Let me okay. So I'll leave this hanging so that I'll be able to use it to tie it. Okay, so now we have our clip here. Let me see. So I'll just fold this and fold it again and fold it once again to form this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide the clip in, so I wouldn't want it to be attached here. So I'm going to start wrapping it from here. So this is where I'll put my glue and start there. So I put some glue here. Then now I'll start and wrap it around. I'll put some glue on the other side. Wrap it, and on the top too. Wrap it. So once it gets down here, I'll cut the excess. Add a little more glue and on the inside to hold it. Then I'll use my finger to press it down. Just putting it in shape. So we have our bow. What I will do, just a moment please. I realized that the clip I was using was small, so I just changed it for a bigger one. So I'll just slide it in, and now we have our bow and our dress. Isn't this cute? Okay, so um the secret is I'm giving away this dress. So the first person to follow me on Instagram and send me your details, like your address on Instagram, you can send the age. I'm giving it from 2T to 5T, and I'm giving three people. The first three people to message me your details on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram and DM me. And also make sure you've subscribed to my channel on YouTube here. Then after I receive the message, and receive your address and everything, I'm going to send this to you for your child. Remember to add the size. From I'm giving from 2T to 5T. So remember that I'm giving three people. So that is the secret for today. And in my next video, I'll be giving a lot of sewing supplies to people that sew, especially those that make scrunchies. I'll be giving away elastic and this type of bodkin and some fabrics. So if this is your first time here, you consider subscribing so that you can be part of all these giveaways. I appreciate you staying around to watch, and whenever I finish giving away the three dresses, I'll pin it down in the comments. So whenever you are watching this video, get into the comment to check if the three has already been given away or is still available. I appreciate you staying by, and I'll be linking down the things I use to work in the description below. My social media will be in the description. My website is launching July 21st, 2021. So stay tuned. It's niceroy.com. You can get a lot of things from there. I'm updating. It was already in session. I'm just relaunching new things, so you can check it out and get all the things that I make. Thank you for staying by. I really appreciate you. Thank you all. Lots of love and light from me to you. Have a good day.